then Danny,
If I have to do it, if I have to carry it on my back, I will.
Facts. Literally.
Mostly
then damn it, I'll do it.
Mostly just the Lakers and the
what
Rockets,
teams
like
do
my
you
main
follow?
two teams. But I'll check out
Mostly
just to see like what kind
mostly just the Lakers and the Rockets as like my main two
Thunder a
teams.
little bit too.
But I'll check out like I'll check out the East just to see like what competition looking like. And the Thunder a little bit too because they only lost 2 fucking games all year.
Well, like
Really?
I think the Thunder are
How many games are they in? Like 40 or something? 30, 40?
Well, like I think the Thunder are 24-2.
23 and 19.
Seems absurd.
Nah, facts. They comparing it to the Golden State Warriors 73 and 19 when Steph won MVP. They're pretty cold.
He's crazy.
Nah.
Nika, you a sports guy?
Not really, for real.
Yeah.
I watch it occasionally, but I don't get into it for real.
Tight shit.
I get into anime. I get into blue. We do that.
11.
Tight shit. Speaking of anime, man, look here. 1169.
I don't know, because a part of me wants to
what a fucking chapter.
Speak on this linear. Honestly, not another year.
I don't know, because a part of me wants to like
so much I want to talk about. But yeah, we can
speak on this linear. Honestly, no, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that because it's so much I want to talk about. But yeah, we can talk from the beginning.
Right, I feel like if I started talking, I'd just jump all over this chapter.
No, it's so fucking much to talk about.
We gotta.
That's why I was like
on stream.
I had other. I was like, man, fuck this other shit I got going on. Like we gotta talk today on stream. It's too important not to talk today. Move all this other shit around.
Is it anything that you want to say that you
Nika, before I jump in, is it anything that you want to say that you maybe like foreshadow before this chapter's drop that you like saw coming and stated?
Oh yeah, the whole thing.
I always want to give you your props, give you your flowers when I can.
The whole thing. I don't want to get too braggadocious, so I'm gonna let you get into the chapter. But remember, me and Reed on the podcast had that whole bet about whether, because he was telling me that Loki didn't kill his dad. He don't think Loki killed his dad. And I was telling him, well, we haven't gotten into really who killed his dad yet, but I definitely think it was Loki. And to add to that, I think his father asked him to kill him. And that's what happened in this chapter. He asked him to kill him. So, you know.
I thought they'd been told us it was Loki. That's the whole reason he was locked up.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Why does Reed? Yeah. I'm gonna have to just talk to Reed about that later.
It's not that. It's propaganda because Reed's not really wrong, but he ain't right either. And the reason why I say he's not wrong is because he felt like Loki's not telling the whole truth because Loki's saving face. And I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with
I just think where he's saving face is we see where he's saving face. Everything that the father said, Harold said, "Hey, I don't care about my image. Tell them that I wasn't shit, and tell them that this, that, and the third." And he's like, "Okay, his dad's dead." Ever since then, he's been taking on all that bad narrative. Loki's took it on directly rather than guilty putting his father's name in the mud.
The Rocks thing. That's a lot of baggage, right?
It is.
A lot of baggage, I agree.
And it mirrors the Rocks thing,
Mm-hmm.
Rocks asking them, Rocks asking, Roger and Garp to end him, out of pity. Not out of pity, but out of
necessity.
It's gonna get worse. I don't want to hurt people.
That type vibe, yeah.
So I'm gonna keep it a step.
Those lines. But how were you feeling about
I don't think. I know. I was high.
So I'm gonna keep it a step.
When I first started reading it,
and I think.
So.
Oh no, I don't think. I know.
Reading it,
I was high.
The chapter starts
I was high when I first started reading it.
Gabon talking.
So when I was reading it, the chapter starts off with Shanks and Gabon talking.
Yeah.
And
with the forefront of
I came into this chapter.
He didn't want to get that, the third symbol crest or whatever.
With the forefront of Shanks left, he didn't want to get that, the third symbol crest or whatever for XYZ reasons. So he's gone already. He left.
So when I started,
and because he left, Harold is here to get that symbol that would have went to Shanks. So when I started reading the chapter, I low-key thought they were showing me another flashback to an earlier time that Shanks and Gabon spoke.
Because I was like, oh shit, oh he's at they're talking.
That's how like I went into the chapter.
At this age,
because I was like, oh shit, oh he's at Oh, that's they're talking. I've never seen them talk.
Fucking talk
at this age of Shanks' life. So I was like, I know they got a lot to fucking talk about. Okay, cool.
So he must be talking about it.
And he's talking about the mark or whatever.
Just left.
And I'm like,
while Harold's still up there.
Okay, so he must be talking about it.
Got you. Okay, cool.
Like, so he must have just left. While Harold's still up there getting the mark. Got you. Okay, cool.
Well, quick question on that. Do you think because Shanks didn't get the mark, they gave Harold the mark, or do you think they both were just going to receive the mark?
Now and he was in line.
I think eventually, at some point, they both would have received it. But since Shanks left now and he was in line to get it now, and we need somebody else to have it now, that's why Harold gets it right now.
I don't know what that while is.
I think if Shanks doesn't leave, I don't think Harold gets it for like a while. I don't know what that while is. Months.
I agree. And recently, I haven't really fully thought about this, but it almost seems like it would be better for Harold to get it from Enu's standpoint. Like, what if Enu had Shamrock to tell Shanks, like, hey, get him out of here. And then so when they're there, he's like, because then he gets to put the Abyss Circle in Elbaf. You know, they need the Giants. You know, whoever has the Giants wins. You know, so this isn't anything that I've like really thought about. I thought about it today quickly, but it's just like an interesting thought that like
could have worked out if everything went to plan. Having Harold
could have worked out if everything went to plan. Having Harold get it before Shanks is probably better for Enu.
Let's say it worked out that he got it.
Okay. I see what you're saying. That
you know, like let's say it worked out that he got it,
that's a better
and he got the Abyss Circle down, and he got the Giants. Like that's a better play than having Shanks get it now and then, you know, waiting for him to get his and then building it. You know,
no, for sure.
I haven't put a lot of thought into that, but that's just something that's literally what I'm looking at right now when I was reading like the official
for the first time. And I do agree with that.
That's literally what I'm looking at right now is the official.
Whoever runs the Giants
for the first time,
whoever rules the Giants.
And I do agree with that because especially just like how you said, whoever runs the Giants, or whoever rules the Giants rules the world essentially. So the sooner we can get this mark on Harold, definitely the better. Like with Shanks,
like in their eyes, they're like,
it's not a detriment to get it to him first, but I feel like in their eyes, they're like, but we got Shamrock. Right? We kind of got our Shanks with the mark already. We could have two, but let's get this giant shit going. Then we can really like get shit moving on, taking over the world.
Yeah. I'm not saying I buy into it by any means or anything, but it's just
I feel that.
It's just something that I was thinking of, you know.
Got you.
Nah,
you know.
I feel that.
But it's also just like,
don't believe what we've heard.
This chapter has been so much overall about don't believe what we've heard. Right? It's been a bunch of lies. It's been a bunch of tricks. Been a bunch of propaganda. And it worries me so much that Loki is not going to be who he seems.
That's not where my theory
because he is Loki. Like, Loki is the guy that makes you. That's not where my theory goes because I don't want that to happen.
We got to help that.
We don't, you know, like, we still don't, like, we got to Elbaf and, like,
the gods
went through a bunch of stuff,
and then
got to Loki,
quick stuff.
Then the God's Knights came, right? And then, you know, quick stuff, and then Rock's flashback, right?
We
heard. So, you know, it's not like
seen everything.
We've
for sure
heard
stuff for sure.
Everything. We've seen everything.
Yeah, we're still dissecting stuff for sure.
Yeah.
I love the chapter.
I personally,
for me, it's like
I love the chapter.
You know, like I think
for me, it's like
the fact
a
that
huge build-up chapter.
As
you know, like I think we can probably all agree on the fact that like we as One Piece manga readers, like we.
To me, this is like more of like even like a mystery.
The fighting, yeah, is cool, it's great, but like to me, this is like more of like even like a mystery manga. You know, it's like it's a lore. You know, like the lore to this is like so amazing that like these build-up chapters are so hyped to me because it's like
all these possible
it gets
outcomes,
my brain just thinking about all these possible
relating just like
outcomes and theories and
what's up, Ben?
Elbaf, you know, relating just like to Norse mythology is
of like build up
been like the peak
so like this
epitome of like
almost
build up lore for me. And so like this chapter specifically that we're like
this
almost at the devil fruit, like you know, like this is amazing. Like this chapter is amazing to me.
What's the next part of the chapter you want to go on? Coach. What's the next part? What's the next part of the chapter you want to go on? Because I'm trying not to jump around too. So if you direct it, let you direct.
You directed.
Before I jump to the next part, I did want to ask. I did have two questions. I only going to ask one.
Before I jump to the next part, I did want to ask. I did have two questions. I'm only going to ask one.
One question I did want to know. We've already read the chapter. I was talking about this with Matt. I
forgot it. But one question I did want to know. We've already read the chapter. I was talking about this with Matt.
Y'all know.
I think yesterday.
Exactly who.
Are y'all fully convinced? Y'all know
way
exactly
back.
Who.
Like with the
was speaking to the girl say.
You think that was Shanks
at that moment? Way back.
What's his name?
Like with the hood. Like, do you think that was Shanks, or you're fully convinced that was what's his name?
Jamie?
Oh, it's still 50-50. In my head, it's still 50-50 on who it could be. So I mean,
that's what I said.
It makes sense for it. If it's Shamrock, it makes sense that the certain pirate he was talking about was either his brother or it was Loki. Because we see them coming to Elbaf dealing with Loki now. That would make sense.
Right.
Problem is for me is that my only issue is that Holy Knights have... You have nothing to do with politics. Okay. That's not your thing. The Gorosei say, hey, for... you have nothing to do with politics. Like, that's not your thing. Why would you come this far to be involved in this? Like, and because it's you, we're going to give you that, we're going to give you grace to have the meeting. Delegate into politics. My issue is that Shamrock, as a Holy Knight, he does have rights to delegate into politics. That's the problem for me. Where Shanks, Sanji said it all the way back in Alabasta. Vivi was like, yo, I wanted to give credit to you guys for saving the kingdom. Sanji said, listen, we're pirates. We don't want nothing to do with politics. Shanks is a pirate. And he pulls up, and the first thing they say is, "Hey, so for you and politics ain't really something that mixes. So why are you here?" So for me, it's 50-50 because it's enough to be Shanks, and it's still enough to be Shamrock. So it doesn't really even matter at this point until we get another plot thread to really tie in with that moment. But as of right now, it could be both because I think it was either the magazine that just released. I was with Anime Nerd. We were talking about it on Discord, and I think in that magazine it says Shanks keeps the world government like at an arm's length type vibe. Like he messes with them, but he doesn't show all his cards on the table. And then you got to think about this: the Gorosei know enough about Shanks to know that he doesn't look to move the world on his own. If he's gonna change, if red hair Shanks the Emperor is going to do something, he's gonna do something with influence. But they know that he's not someone to go out his way and do something on his own volition. To me, that's kind of crazy. How do they know that much about Shanks in the first place? I mean, we know how they know that much about Shanks because, he's from the Holy Land. But if he's in pirate mode and he's not rocking with them, how do they know that much about him to know that? So I still think someone like that could pull up, even though he stole the devil fruit, he did this, he did that. Someone like that could still pull up to the Gorosei and have a conversation because at the end of the day, they can't do nothing to him. Regardless.
So I've got a question for you, Nika, because of what you just said. Do you think, though, when he's like that because when he lost his arm, when Luffy ate the devil fruit, like he was no longer the child of destiny, So like that's a major shift. Like like he.
No, I still think he's the child of fate, child of prophecy, child of destiny. Whatever Gaban said, I still think Shanks is that because Shanks is the guy who got to be born of celestial blood, but got to live with the king of the pirates, and then he got to see the pirate life, and then he got to go up there and be a holy, like be a godblade. You know what I mean? A godblade devotee. So he knows both sides of that. It could be the fact that he's celestial, and being by his lineage was on God Valley. We don't know what his lineage is. Like the red hair stuff. It seems important, but we don't know if they were Davy. If she was a Davy clan member, or if there was other essential clan members from other clans on that island. We don't know. Like God Valley seemed like it could have been a melting pot for a bunch of One Piece lore, but it could be a few things.
That's super valid, and part of the reason why I think because let's say that the mom's side is Davy clan, right? Then let's say he did have the model Nika, right? So then he has the lineage factor and the actual blood lineage. So he has two of the D clans that would be what made them split. The half moon and the full moon. Those that worship the half moon and those that worship the full moon. And so when he lost the model Nika, he only has half the lineage now. He has Davy blood.
That's interesting for thought.
He has Davy blood because
I'm really reserving my thoughts for when we find out, because Oda he revealed Teach's mom's name, but didn't reveal Shanks' mom's name. So that must be something significant. I actually think the red hair stuff got something to do with Joy Boy. So I don't know if
Oh, definitely. I definitely.
I think Joy Boy
Joy Boy had it or Nika had
part
it?
of red hair, and I think that
I think Joy Boy had red hair as well.
Joy Boy had it or Nika had it?
I think he had red hair. Joy Boy had red hair. I think Joy Boy legit had red hair. If he didn't, then I guess I'm wrong. But I think he had red hair. As of right now, I'm gonna call it. I think he has red hair. I think Nika did too, but I think Joy Boy definitely had red hair.
And something I found super interesting. So Thor, Odin, all Norse mythology, originally they had red hair, but in Hollywood and stuff, they changed it to blonde hair because it's more goth looking. So what if we know that fishermen, the mermaids can lose their tails after a year on land, right? Fishermen. So and we know there's genealogy that changes. There could be something there,
But I just think it's something interesting.
It's nothing that I'm counting on, but I just think it's something interesting.
That is interesting.
Shout out to you, Benz. Appreciate you for getting the #1 gifter back.
Shout out to
and we're in Elbaf flashback, and we still gotta continue Elbaf. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Shout out to, I thought his name was Josh. I was about to say shout out Josh on that.
No, that's his real name. He's on. He's someone from the Straw Hat podcast, and he's in Discord with us and stuff too. This is my question. I know y'all probably seen the Jump Festa stuff. Oda says Oda makes it seem like the next island is going to be Laugh Tale. Do y'all think he's pulling our leg, or you think he's actually trying to get there?
I don't think it's Laugh Tale. I think it's going to be a different island.
I think it's Vera. I've been talking about this for years. I think it's Vera, but I could definitely see it. I could see it being Laugh Tale because I don't think even when we find I don't think the story ends when we find the One Piece like a lot of people think. I think the One Piece is just something to get us to the next threshold.
So I think it's going to be a Sky Island, and I think the Mad Monk is going to make his return.
You see, I think that's happening. I think that's happening this arc.
You think he's coming?
We haven't went to the heavens realm.
Also, think he's a giant. He could take.
No, it's not even that. It's just we haven't even been to the heavens realm yet. We've been to the underworld. We've been to the sun realm. There is a heavens realm, an astral realm that's stuck in the clouds. We haven't been there yet, and I think that's actually either the way we get off this island, or we go up there and we venture and we see what's up. Because I do find it strange that we haven't talked about it or been up there. The only thing that struck me is when Loki arrived at Aurus Castle to go see his father after his father summoned him. it looked like he jumped down, like he came down from the tree type vibe. So he could have went to the sun realm and then he went to the heaven realm and came back down. I don't know, but it's just weird to me. I think Enel and Monk, Mad Monk Rouge, if they come back in, that heaven realm is the perfect place for it.
So I'm just saying it right now. I don't know if you guys seen or heard my David Bowie theory, but Davy Jones is of the Wing.
Break it down for me.
It's really long.
I promise you, he's of the Wing tribe.
Break it down for me.
It's really long. I'll send you it, but I really
we can get into the chapter. I don't want to hold you up.
Gotcha.
It's really long. We can get into the chapter. I don't want to hold you up. But I will break it down for you sometime. But it is really long, but it's really, really interesting. Basically, I'll give you how it starts. So
the Monkees.
When I heard the name Davy Jones, I thought of the band The Monkees because of the Monkey Clan, right? And then I remembered that David Bowie's birth name was Davy Jones, but he changed his name because he wanted no association with the band The Monkees.
Now, not only
the Davy Clan, the Monkey Clan, that's his,
and his friend,
now, not only that, him and his best friend got in a fight, and his friend punched him so hard in the eye that it paralyzed his eye, made it look like a burn mark, and it was over a girl they loved named Lily.
There's just a lot of parallels.
I'll send you them. It's really there's just a lot of parallels and with how much
the lore you're speaking on. And I actually, as far as if you see how you're talking about the whole band stuff, if you actually think about it, David Jones, David Bowie, cool, right? Move down from that, they changed the name from Davy to Rocks. Rocks is Rocks, Rockstar, rock and roll. You get it? Now to change that name, you go to Marshall. Yes, Marshall is
the amp company in the world.
Speaker company in the world. Exactly. You're on point, nerd. I like this.
Nico Robin. There's a famous supermodel in the 80s in Germany who just quit supermodeling to become a goth death metal singer, and then she was known as the demon priestess Nico.
I'll just send it to you so we don't have to.
There's more. But I'll just send it to you so we don't have to, it's because it will really sidetrack it. But we know that Oda loves pop culture, so it's.
I saw.
Yeah, but you're on point though. Do you watch Dawn and Dusk?
I was gonna send him.
I saw. Yes, I saw his thing, but I was gonna send him. I'll send it to you also. My videos, because even this is the first one where
yapping.
Even Seb and Larry were okay, you're not just fucking yapping. You're not just yapping.
No, this is real. I've been doing a lot of research on this Davy Jones stuff because Davy Jones. I've been telling people Davy Jones is a real entity in One Piece before I even was in the community. Back when it was just me and my sister-in-law talking about this, and I used to tell her all the time, Davy Jones, the Davy Clan, all of that. That's gonna be Blackbeard's dad, Rocks. This whole thing. I've been talking about it for years. Maybe 4 to 5 years I've been speaking on it.
Drums of Liberation, drummer,
Yeah, he could. If they were a band, Joy Boy would have been the drummer. Soul King, yes.
And then
the band
recently, I was looking up, the band Bon Jovi.
John Bon Jovi.
So super white music. So
I know.
John Bon Jovi. John. Both of his parents former Marines.
Sabo.
Guess what? Two people in his band. Guess what their names are? Shanks and Sabo. Sabo, Shanks and Sabo. What are the fuck? Excuse me. What are the effing chances? And I have this theory because we got the color spread of Garling. That blonde hair. What if he's related to Sabo? What if Sabo is it's
Jupiter,
the triplets, and then Bon Jovi means divine Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet with the most moons, 92 moons, and it has a thing that's been happening for 400 years, which is strange enough, called the Great Red War. And it's like a red spot on the planet that makes it like a void. It says that you'd be like immense magnetic power you've never felt before, but you'd also feel something at the same time.
It's crazy that you like said all that because you low-key tied it back into
But back to chapter 1169.
No, it's crazy that you like said all that because you low-key tied it back into 1169. Like you were talking about Sabo possibly being related to Redhead.
I view Ace as
in the chapter as Shanks is talking to Gaban.
It's crazy how that
he's damn near saying I view Ace as a little brother, like on some shit. And so it's crazy how that. What you said, Kes?
I said I called that too. I keep telling people. Ace, Shanks didn't go to the East Blue randomly looking for Ace. He was going to give him the double fruit, but then he coincidentally met Luffy, and then things just happened the way they did.
Do you think he meant to give Ace the double fruit?
I do.
Completely. I've also been saying that for 3 to 4 years. So yes,
honestly, if anything,
it confirmed it.
I feel like this chapter,
just him having that conversation.
If anything, I feel like this chapter,
having that conversation.
It confirmed it almost. Like just
sure.
Just him having that conversation. Just him having that conversation with Gaban, Loki confirmed it for me at least.
Yeah.
What is he doing? What is he doing in the East Blue? If he just stole something like the Gum fruit, and he supposedly they know how detrimental this fruit is, what is he just randomly doing in the East?
Exactly.
It's not random, bro.
Dry carrying it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just calling Ace my potential brother.
Yeah.
Look how excited he was to hear he had a little.
Like,
that literally.
I'm just being real. Come on, man.
Literally. That's what I love. Like, this is a great chapter, but just seeing Shanks speak to Gaban as long as they did, and about the context that they were speaking on, was so fucking monumental for me. Huge. I never even thought I would have seen them two on panel together at that age. So that was fucking insane. So like, as
I'm gonna be honest with you, we can't really do too much power scaling from this chapter, but it looks like Shanks is on Gaban's level as they do the joint attack. It looks like they actually are scaled around the same way. I don't think Shanks is to that pivot of being as great of a pirate as he's supposed to be like now. This is probably Shanks around what? 1.4 billion, maybe.
It's funny that you say that.
This is probably volume 4 billion stuff. Probably 1.4 billion at this time.
I was gonna ask.
It's funny that you say that.
I'm definitely not a Yonko yet.
It's funny you say that because I was gonna ask
just how strong
both of y'all
Shanks was. Like
at the point of their conversation. Just how strong did you think Shanks was?
Or does he reach his peak after losing his arm?
Compared to his peak? Do you think this is his peak, or does he reach his peak after losing his arm?
Definitely not.
After losing his arm, I think he grows stronger as a conqueror. Yeah, that's my thought.
Oh, I agree. I
think he grows stronger as a conqueror. I think he goes stronger. If you're gonna talk swordsman shit, it all depends on how you view it. Because I also got a theory. I think Shanks' sword Griffin is really a griffin. So I'm one of those people who like to. I'm more along the lines of like, hey, Shanks got stronger after losing his arm because of other means. Conqueror's Haki got more, and then he also when he went to the Holy Land, he also gained a double fruit weapon sword.
Facts.
So
yeah, I think that's what I'm calling it.
So I don't think he's at his peak. I want to. This could just be headcanon. But most of the teamed attacks that we see, right, they're usually close in power, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like, your will and your attack to match with someone else, like you got to be pretty close at that time. So it's like, like
you see that 2-arm swordsmanship.
Yeah. So it's like like if you're doing a team attack, it's not a team attack if someone's doing 95% of the power and someone's doing 5% of the power. That's you doing it and someone adding in, a little chippy, like. So I'd like to believe that him and Gaban are close.
Yeah,
I'm not saying same
level,
scene, but I would like to.
I imagine Gaban being stronger, but I did have them somewhat.
Okay. Yeah, going into that scene. I imagine Gaban being stronger, but I did have them somewhat close.
So yes.
So it was really more so an age thing.
Exactly. I do think Gaban is stronger. at that time, and I think Shanks got stronger with one arm because he was probably naturally gifted. And when you like think about those athletes that like lose a leg and how determined they get and how much they put into their craft to just get stronger. So I imagine
I still think he loses skill and technique when he loses that arm. But power wise, I think if he doesn't get stronger, then he would have to be at that level as of right now, maybe. But I'd have to know the timeline. Right. How many years
personally
is it
and this is just spitballing
until he loses his
I feel
arm?
like 3 to 5.
That would then be my thing.
Personally, and this is just
I feel like
spitballing.
he loses his arm.
I feel like 3 to 5.
Somewhere 3 to 5 years after this day.
I feel like he loses his arm somewhere 3 to 5 years after this day.
Okay. I'm not completely accurate on timelining things all the time. So I would wait before I want to talk to the timeline guy in Discord.
I can't even remember like how far after this currently is from God Valley, but that would be the best way to do it. But,
yeah, for sure.
But even if it was like, even if he like, it takes time. Like losing your arm when you're like a swordsman and a pirate and your craft, like you're gonna go through a depression, which is time before you decide to like go and hone your skill again.
Given the context of why he's losing his arm.
That's true.
But do you think Shanks would even be depressed given the context of why he's losing his arm?
That's true. That's true. Yes, once he figured out it was Luffy and not Ace. No.
That's a good question.
Tight.
I don't think he's depressed because he says he made a bet on the age. So I don't really think he's depressed, but I get what you're saying. He definitely has to go through that time period of using that one arm over the other arm. Like I do think he was ambidextrous. There are some panels. I don't know if Oda's chosen to retcon or not, but there are some panels where Shanks is on the ship with Buggy as an apprentice on Roger's ship, and you see Shanks dual wielding. Like he has a sword in one hand and a sword in another. So I do think he's ambidextrous enough to have good capability with the right and the left. Of course, his left hand was still his most dominant arm, but I think he's good enough that he could still do swordsmanship.
Coming back in the chapter, you see Harold is back at Elbaf.
Yeah,
and
slicing down his own people. We see Harold is back at Elbaf. And
without cause, he just
slicing down his own people.
Guards are confused. Like, hey man, what's going on, King? Why would you do that to the
without
he didn't do anything.
He just slicing them down.
Why are you just killing your own man?
Guards are confused.
And,
hey man, what's going on, King? Why would you do that to that guy? He didn't do anything. Why are you just killing your own men?
He really wants me to
Harold starts contemplating. Damn,
he's gonna force me to commit atrocities against my own people.
He really wants me to start his army, or he's gonna force me to commit atrocities against my own people unless we do his bidding.
Right.
So he got myself killed,
brought to a dilemma,
and save my country
either
from atrocities that I might commit.
Have myself killed,
enslaved by the world,
and save my country from the atrocities that I might commit, or have my country enslaved by the world government because of me, in spite of me. Tough moral decision, I gotta say.
I do want to say real quick, shout out to his men. I love the gusto they were carrying because they didn't hesitate. They said, "You're not my king," and they start cutting. They start going at his neck.
Yo, the neck scene with the spear. Yo, that was.
Shout out to that giant. I think he died this chapter too, but shout out to him. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to him because we usually see the homie. We usually see. I love him. He's like a father to me. You know, they freeze up like, "Oh, I can't do it. You're my king."
Yeah, I love him. He's like a father to me.
He went through with that. He showed the will of Elbaf is strong. If we don't rock with you, we don't rock with you.
So. Well, that goes back to what they were, though. They were a warring nation.
Yeah,
you know, like, and I think that this shows it exactly. Like, this is what they're used to. This was their history. Like, they're used to kings dying left, right, and center. You know, like they're used to. You know,
I love the moment where because he's really talking about, and like all the guards start like teaming up on
I love the moment where because he's really talking about and like all the guards start like
cerebral moment
teaming up on Harold. Because to me,
you could almost parallel
this moment was like a very cerebral moment for Harold.
When he first found out he's a ghoul.
To me, you could almost parallel this to Kaneki. I don't know if y'all watched Tokyo Ghoul, but Kaneki when he first found out that he's a ghoul and he's like it's all starting to connect, it's clicking. Because like they're stabbing him. He's like, how can this be? I truly am immortal now. Like what Imu did,
I fucked up.
It's real. Like I'm immortal. He has full control over me unless I do XYZ. Like this, I fucked up. This happened. I made a mistake. I've been getting played this whole time. I feel stupid.
Do you think they didn't obviously show anything, but do you? Because obviously he could still think because he's like, why are my limbs moving?
In the beginning,
do you think?
Did he go
through his head? Had to, right?
Oh yeah.
Did he go through what in his head?
Hell yeah. The memory of go through his head.
What?
I really fucked up the nicest person, the best friend I ever had.
No, I agree. I think so. Yeah.
Because that is like, that is paralyzing enough. That realization.
I was begging for that this chapter. We didn't get it though, but I was begging for that. Like, yo, please acknowledge that Rox was right and you were wrong.
Yeah, it's
idiot. God damn. Granted, you're not a bad. I'm not gonna really say you're a bad king.
Yeah, it's tough.
A lot of the stuff you did accomplish things. My issue is that. Man, you knew these people weren't shit in the first place, bro. You knew Imu wasn't shit. Well, I ain't gonna say Imu. You just knew these people
weren't shit. Yeah.
And then you still hopped in bed with him, and now you're so naive because every time you be talking about like, yeah, I'm gonna let a younger person take the throne. Even Summers is looking at you like,
yeah, you don't get it.
You ain't about to do nothing. I don't think you understand. You ain't peep what's really going on here.
Yeah, you don't get it.
You don't understand.
That's not connected.
But let me pour some more Kool-Aid in your cup. You don't get it. Drink some more.
It's so crazy to me because it's like I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of like I feel like if I'm in that same position as a king right now, I might do the same damn thing. Like it's kind of like the Odin thing. Like I could scrap Kaido right now, and I might win.
Or if I just retaliate,
but would that be worth subjecting my people to whatever he does if I possibly lose, or if I just retaliate in general? Who knows what'll do to my people?
But that's why I think he was naive, bro. Because you pulled up and you stripped your horns out, bleeding and all that. And you like, yo, take these ancient Elbaf artifacts, the ancient giant horns, keep them for decoration. And you like, yeah, I'm gonna be a slave the rest of my life. You don't think they thinking that you're the king saying that? You really thought that Imu only thought it was gonna be you that was gonna be a slave?
Right.
Rox told you verbatim on panel. Right. They don't care for you. They only want you as a military asset and to enslave you.
Right.
You pulled up and said, you know what? Don't enslave me. I'll do that myself. I'll be a slave. And then you pull up. Then after that, you think you strip your nation. Like you gentrify a whole nation and you just like, yeah, demobilize them and everything. Like, yeah, don't put the guns down, put the swords down, put the arrows down.
He's a king. It's like I gotta think.
It's like imbecile.
He's a king. It's like I gotta think for the sake of my people before myself.
You never been in my
so Rox is right the whole time. But it's like you're not a king, Rox. You never been in my shoes before. I can only take what a pirate says with a grain of salt. If we can reach peace, how they saying they want to make peace with us, I want my country to be a part of the world order. I'm gonna make peace.
Listen, I hear what you're saying. Like I hear like the good of the people, but my whole thing is, they want you as a military unit, which means that you guys are strong. Mm-hmm. So as a king, what I do is I go to my people and say, hey, do you want to be slaves? Or do you want to stop fighting each other and fight them? And if we win, we're free.
Saul told him. Saul's looking at him like, yo, you sure this the direction you want for you? Like, I'm cool with putting the school here. But you sure this what you want to do? And he like, yeah, man, look, all that war shit dead. Like, we left that.
He's like, I hear you.
I get it. I really do. I really get it.
Like, what? Man, bro.
I really do. I really get it.
He really went at it like he really went at it like the wackest way. Like are you?
No, I think it's. Don't get me wrong. If he was,
Are you that?
if this was anyone else besides the world government,
It's
he'd have been
good
writing.
writing.
It's very good writing. What? Very good writing.
Like I was pissed. I was screaming. You know.
It's the same issue a lot of people have with Garp. Like Harold and Garp share almost parallels that are 1 for 1. It's just Harold is a king and Garp's not a king. He's a soldier. So there's 2 different perspectives, but it's the same thing if you look beyond. And that's why they're low key both facing conflict. Garp's not dead, but he is due.
No, facts.
His life is on the line right now.
Respond to your comment earlier, actually.
You know.
I think he.
No, facts. I was gonna
He was like
respond to your comment earlier, actually. I think he it was with Summers too, because he was like
oh, I think it was Summers that asked him a question. He was like,
because I was laughing at it earlier, and then it was like I think it was Summers that asked him a question. He was like, so you really about to like
listen to us? And my bad. You're right. Summers is the right name. I'm Jupiter. When I said your moment is with Summers. He's like, so you're the king of Eldar? You just gonna look at us?
Yeah, you're the king. You just gonna follow us around?
He had that conversation.
Such a jackass. Bro, I'm not gonna hold you.
Literally, when he had that conversation,
Harold dropped the ball on all fronts.
Yo, Summers is a jackass. But like, like you really don't know that like these people are like literally meeting you. Like,
it was the way he said it. It was the way
follow us around.
It was like he couldn't read the room, bro. So he was just like,
and him saying like it was the way he said it. It was the way he delivered it. So it was like he couldn't read the room. So you really just don't like do it.
He never reads the room. He never reads the room. That is the problem with Harold.
I don't like.
But does that come from because it's such a warring nation? And he just wants to bring peace.
That's what I think. That's literally what I think.
Is it that?
I think he wants it that bad.
Something he has never
I'll
known.
embarrass just like Odin. I'm willing to embarrass myself every single day.
I think he wants it that bad.
I'll embarrass myself.
Just like Odin. I'm willing to embarrass myself every single day if it means the uplifting of my people.
Like you said earlier, Odin. Like how he would embarrass himself all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like. For their like
because it's not like he didn't see that's the problem for me, man.
He did. I rose-colored glasses
because it's not like he didn't see the signs. You legit
he did.
The world government there and they were holding civilians hostage. Mm-hmm. And you sliced the ship in half, the world government ship in half, because they were wrong. And they did nothing to reassure you that this would never happen again. You just went shaved your head and said, "I'm sorry."
But he doesn't have any leverage for them.
They never reassured you that they would do nothing like that again. So that one incident
he doesn't have any leverage for them to assure that. You need something from us.
Leverage. He don't need they leverage. I know how y'all feeling. Y'all like, oh, in order to join the world, you got to join the world government.
Yeah.
People of Elbaf received help from Harold and his connections, and it was. Yes, he was pursuing the world government, but he wasn't looking like Wano all off his own grit, his own name. And then you take it to the point where this guy is literally, like I said, he demobilized his nation. That is not good, bro. That's not good. You got to think about it. Emu told Rocks, I've been waiting for a while to get to find some giants that I can make use of. But there so happens to be a bumbling buffoon that I can make use of now.
I don't like the way we talk about it. It is fit, but I don't.
No, it's the truth, bro.
It is.
It's the truth. Listen, why though?
Can I just
tell you why this is the overarching truth?
Play devil's advocate for a quick.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me get this off. Let me get this off. Right. This is why I'm gonna tell you. This is the overarching truth right here. Overarching truth. Harold saw what they were doing, saw what was happening. He ignored it, bro.
He did.
He chose to ignore it. And that is the drop. I don't think it's for good reason. You got to think about it. They've been around, the world government's been around since the Void Century. Mm-hmm. You have also been around, and y'all have been the warrior nation of Elbaf giants since the Void Century. Mm-hmm. Granted, you're trying to change the outlooking image of the giants. I can understand that, but you got to peep. None of the previous kings saw the need to sit at the table.
But none of the previous kings wanted peace.
I want to sit at the table with these people. But these people are literally just shitting on
But none of the previous kings wanted peace.
So
I get it. They had peace, but that's the problem, bro. That's why I said this is the problem.
There you
go. This is one of those times where Harold only messed up because of who he chose to get in bed with, bro.
Yeah. There you go.
If the world government wasn't messed up like that, they were righteous, this would have been a good cause. This would have been good. This was great. He changed. He got the Giants to get to. He boosted the morale of the Giants. He brought together the villages that were all separated and battling with each other. He brought them together. He unified Elbaf. Then on top of unifying Elbaf, you got Giants entering the Navy, and you know what I'm saying? Like the whole outlook of the Giants is starting to get good. That is beautiful.
It was.
But at what cost, gang?
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
So I just
I think it had to happen the way it did, though. I'm not trying to take away from it. I'm just saying. I ain't gonna lie and say it wasn't piss poor.
I just want to play devil's advocate. I agree with you, Nico. Like this was so like the signs weren't. They were literally in front of his face. Like you couldn't hit him with like a barnyard door. Like it was there. Like it couldn't have been more obvious. But like if this is the thing he puts above all else, at what percent do you say I'm willing to like do whatever for it? Like 0.001%. Like if it worked out, battle. It's like at what
he's fighting an uphill battle.
At what point?
Yeah, he was fighting an uphill battle from the beginning.
So. At what point do you be like, okay, I can't ignore the signs? Is what I'm trying to play devil's advocate with. Because maybe he saw those and he's like, listen, I can live with that if my people are free. But what I don't get is they were like, why not? Why not just trade him with Wano? They saw Wano as if why not? Why not just follow in Wano's footsteps? I ain't giving too much. I ain't trying to give crap, man. I ain't trying to.
Man, I can't tell.
I don't want to give him too much. I ain't trying to give Harold too much credit.
And I don't even think you're wrong with what you're saying.
I can't tell.
That's the only way. Because I'm not going to be real with you, bro.
And I don't even think you're wrong in what you're saying.
Yeah, I know I'm not wrong. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to say that I'm fully right neither, because at the end of the day, like I said, this had to happen the way it's happening now. It's not like he was the only person doing this. Look at Otahime in Fishman Island. She wanted to do the exact same shit. She wanted to see that. She wanted to sit at the table. She wanted the fishermen to be welcomed to the world. She wanted the exact same thing he's doing right now. Harold's doing right now. She wanted the exact same thing. So I get the parallels. I get how important the world government is.
Yeah.
If you look up how many nations are with the world government, it's like 150 plus, if I'm not mistaken. It's a good amount of nations tied together for the world government. So I get why he's doing what he's doing. It's just, for me, I felt like he should have spent. I ain't even say spent more time. I think he should have. Teaming up with Rocks is not certified that he would have won anything either. Could have still lost. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
My only thing is, I just would wish that he wouldn't have been so ignorant. Yes, and being naive. Yes, ignorance and naivety. His naivete, it really spoke. Like he. Like your best what's the word? He was timid.
He also rushed it. Like it was a fast process. Like your best friend's telling you one thing. Like why don't you just try to see it his way for a month or something? For a small time period.
Yeah.
Like this.
I would be on board with that if my best friend had any status.
I would be on board with that.
He's just
if my best friend had any status.
Captain, sure. But
if he had responsibility, he's a pirate. He's a captain, sure, but you got to look after 8 niggas. I got to look after a whole country.
Then that's even worse. He wasn't even a pirate. Remember it? It wasn't Rocks pirates. It was just
Then that's even worse.
That's even worse. I'm not listening to you.
And they labeled him a pirate.
Yeah,
for sure. That's true. That's true.
But
then that's even worse. I'm not listening to you.
No, I totally get what you're saying.
Me personally, I would have listened. I would have just made sure he did shit more. He did things in a more smart manner. Like, I'd be like, yo, you know what? Let me hear your plan. Let me really hear it. Let me hear what you got going on. I would have heard his plan out. I would have told him, slow down there, cowboy. You got to take. There's a couple things we got to get right before we go doing that and that and that. But like I said, there's no guarantee to it all. What's most interesting to me, and this is a little bit diverging from the chapter, but still on the chapter, and this part is what's most interesting to me. So are we assuming that Blackbeard knows Rox's plan?
No, because
I don't know.
I'm going to say yes and no because
Blackbeard, as we know of him,
the entity of Blackbeard does Blackbeard, as we know of him right now, like as of like one person, but like
I think he knows the plan. Yeah, I'm about to say he's about to say something completely different there. But
I think he knows the plan. I think he knows.
Yes, I think he knows the plan. Yeah, I'm about to say he's about to say something completely different there. But
I was like, wait, all my theories say otherwise. I'm about to sound like crazy.
And the reason why I think he knows the plan is because Eris knew the plan, and Teach escapes the island with his mom. And in Eris knowing the plan, it seems very crucial to me because when she saw Rox and he was Domi Rox, she knew. She was like, "Oh, you faced him, and it was too early. You didn't like." She knew he didn't have the devil fruit he was after. He didn't get none of those things that he wanted to get. But we see Blackbeard come up, and Blackbeard said, "I'm not even starting this plan until I get the devil fruit." So Blackbeard didn't do nothing about it until he got the Yami. The moment Blackbeard got the Yami, he went and did everything his dad did. He went and took over. He went and took over the island. His dad used to run. Saber was the bet. You know what I mean? The shit broke out. He basically did it. He basically went to Impel Down and made them have their own little free for all Davy back fight. And then he took the best crew members that left from there. Now, I mean, the strongest prisoners that were there.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Bullet. But this is the funny part about it all, right? If Blackbeard
has to have an interaction with Loki.
Knows the plan, knows of the plan, he has to have an interaction with Loki. He's either going to take Loki's fruit, want Loki's fruit and want to take it, or he's going to try and recruit this man. Do you want to know why? Rox told Loki, yo, his dad, he's the one. He got that kind of power. Referring to the devil fruit. He told his crew, we need these 2 devil fruits, most likely ones on Elbaf. We got to get Harold to eat. So if Loki did eat the fruit, and this is a whole muddy water. This is a whole muddy water because Loki supposedly ate the fruit. So I'm under the influence that the fruit that is supposed to be on Elbaf is the fruit that Loki had ingested, the gum fruit, the Sun God Nika. That's the fruit. So Loki's that's fair. Hear me out though. Walk with me. Loki is under the influence that he is the Sun God Nika. All the fables of Sun God Nika say gotta have a rubber body. Don't know if he got a rubber body or anything close, but he thinks he's in the ballpark. The interesting part about all this is Loki, if he really ate the fruit, it means Blackbeard, if he's under the influence of his father's plans, he needs to come to Elbaf to either get the fruit or recruit the man that ate the fruit, just like his father was trying to do. Right? But if Luffy is the one who ate that fruit, Loki don't got that fruit. Loki got some whole other fruit. I got 3 different theories on the Loki devil fruit thing. I'll speed run it fast. He either ate a real original gum fruit and is just a rubber guy because from the Gorosei to Vegapunk to anyone you hear the whole fables of Nika, Elbaf, rubber body. All of them know that you have to, in order to be Nika, you have to have a rubber body. So Loki should not be thinking that he's some guy Nika unless he has a rubber body. 1, 2. If he doesn't,
when we're having this conversation, let's put rubber in quotations because that can mean a lot of things. You know, like being able to stretch or change shape. You know, right? We got to have some parameters on what rubber means in One Piece. You know, like. Or what they view rubber as, right?
Say stretch one's body.
Yeah, I give you that because I think the whole point of being able to stretch one's body, not stretch one. Yeah, you can say stretch one's body doesn't mean that your body is rubber. It's like looking at Boruto moment. Sorry for everybody watching and listening, but there's actually a panel of Boruto when he first meets Mitsuki. You know, the guy, Orochimaru's kid or whatever. When he first meets Mitsuki, it's a joke panel, like a troll panel, but it exists. When he sees Mitsuki first use his ability, he says, "Is your father Monkey D?" And it stops. But that was a troll joke for the sake of these two authors know each other. You get what I'm saying? So for the fact that Mitsuki was even being related to a rubber person, I could, with the stretching arm, I could see where you're going at with that anime. I understand that.
And what's crazy is he is the sage of the snake.
Being compared to Loki and all this other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And we see the whole thing, Jormungandr being compared to Loki and all this other stuff. I get you. I'm here with you, right? Now,
remember, Dorian Brogan.
What if he ate the Elbaf fruit?
We can't stop.
Because remember, Dorian Brogan, they said, "Hey, yeah, the God of War. The God of War is watching this battle. We can't stop fighting until the God of War names the victor." That's how Dorian Brogan keep bringing it up. So, what if the fruit that he ate is just model Elbaf? Human no me model Elbaf. You get what I'm saying? That is a possibility. Regardless of what, Blackbeard is under the assumption that the accursed prince, who has a 2.6 billion special bounty, and the rumors about the accursed prince that Robin and Jinbei both knew when they were on the ship on their way to Elbaf, they both knew that this accursed prince ate the fruit.
That's what that tells me. Because they know off of lore.
So if they know that he ate the fruit, that means Blackbeard know he ate the fruit. That's what that tells me. Because they know off of lore. Just lore on the sea. So that means Blackbeard would know this too. And Blackbeard comes to Elbaf. If Blackbeard doesn't come to Elbaf, I could be wrong. But I think that whole toy house thing that they were in the beginning, remember when Luffy ran to it and he did the thing and then the mirror, it broke and it looked like it was shattering and all that?
Yeah.
I think that was foreshadowing to who else do we know to make the sky shatter?
Yeah.
So
I mean, unless it's Conquer clashing, but yeah.
That was only done one time for the Danchin Zhao and Luffy clash, and that's because low budget animation, they didn't know what they wanted to really do yet. But if you see Roger Whitebeard, all these other guys clash, you don't get that type of vibe. But when Blackbeard uses the Dora, he legit cracks reality.
Okay.
Let me throw a monkey wrench.
The sky splitting. Okay.
The theory there. Let me throw a monkey wrench in your theory that Loki believes he's the sun god because he has
which
a
one? I just gave you like three.
Body. Or the theory that Loki believes he's the sun god because he has a rubber body. Or rubber.
No. I'm saying no. Loki believes he's the sun god. I don't know why Loki believes he's the sun god. I don't know if because he ate that fruit and he thinks that this fruit was the sun god fruit. I don't know if because somebody told him, because he was calling Rocks Nika and Rocks didn't have no fruit, so he thinks Rocks. I think you're Nika. He could literally just think he's him off of philosophy, which is no problem. Regardless of what, Blackbeard would be under that same influence.
I feel
like not Nika, but that he ate the family.
Only thing I was gonna say, I was
fruit,
Matt
that's the
couldn't
fruit
join
he
us,
most likely
but he had to do some shit.
I feel
I was gonna throw in theory.
Only thing I was gonna say, throwing Matt couldn't join us.
Loki
had to do
didn't
some
eat
shit
fruit at all.
I was gonna throw in the theory he had yesterday. He believes Loki didn't eat a fruit at all.
That's what some people have been saying, and
that's the fourth theory.
Plausible. Okay.
Three theories I put that either ate the real gum fruit, the Elbaf fruit, or maybe there's like a Nue.
I remember Vegapunk saying a gum fruit didn't exist.
No, it doesn't exist in the actual thing. It doesn't actually exist. Yeah, it doesn't exist in the book.
The only thing that why I can't get behind like that is because
I could tell you
why is he chained up with the Prism Stone? Yes,
I can tell you.
That's okay. I'm glad you mentioned it.
It just makes sense. It's like, so my theory is that he has a Hito no Mi model Earth God Heimdall.
Avengers, he's the guy.
So, I said Heimdall?
Yes, Heimdall. So if you think the best way for me to describe him, Avengers, he's the guy with the Bifrost that can make you go to the different realms. So Heimdall, he's the one with he has crazy eyes, but so in real life, he shines like the sun, and he's known as Goldie because he shines like gold and has gold teeth. But what's interesting about him, he's got second sight and precog. So which makes me think that this could still be Usopp's art. What if he was never lying? he was having precognitions. Like he actually saw it.
Definitely Usopp's. This is all the Straw Hats are, but Usopp's gonna get a moment in this arc. I don't know if you noticed, but the same action Harold did to throw his hair, the same action that Harold did to throw the sword through Gerald's head, which I don't know how that nigga lied.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it, you could one for one. Remember the panel of Usopp smacking the sword?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same action. Yeah. Literally, I have a panel with both of them side by side. Yo, the same way Harold threw it is the same way Usopp smacks it.
Let me tell you the rest of Matt's theory.
Shout out to Usopp for catching all these parallels.
Let me tell you the rest of Matt's theory though. No, you're good.
At the end, where he
Matt believes
whatever
he didn't eat a fruit at all.
Yeah.
But at the end, where he finds Minor or whatever sword, where he finds the hammer, he believes that hammer itself has a devil.
That's possible. I've thought about it.
But I was very surprised to not see.
I'm very curious to see how this next chapter goes to confirm or deny that. But I was very surprised to not see a fruit in that chest and the hammer instead.
It's very possible.
No, the chest has not been opened yet.
It hasn't been opened yet?
Ragnar flew at Loki before Loki could get to the chest.
Because the hammer is around the sea prism chains as well. So that's very possible. But I don't think it is. This year, I think we're going to get a rune-based thing.
Interesting because at first I was like, it's definitely not a home.
Personally, but
there's no face.
But it's interesting because at first I was like, it's definitely not a homie. You know, there's no face or eyes. You know, it's
like a specific
devil fruit is just hard for me because it did like a specific
like
human like this. You know how there are always like two letters, like you know. That said something interesting. If this is the hammer of lightning, as soon as it said that rocks died, the sky split open and there was lightning.
Let it go.
You know,
what you're talking about.
And I looked at him and said, "Bro, let it go. My dude's dead." but not in that sense. Out of all the rocks still being alive, this is the last place that I want him in that hammer.
Oh yeah, that's extreme.
Same.
I do so. I think Loki is going to have an observation hockey that we've never seen before. He's going to teach Usopp. The Bifrost, I don't think is going to be the rainbow bridge that can get you through all 9 realms. I think it's actually going to be the rainbow serpent that can travel through realms.
Heimdall is given the Gallahorn.
Also has a broken horn on his helmet.
Giants from the 9 realms.
Heimdall is given the Gallahorn that when he blows it, all giants from the 9 realm come to him to stand as his army. They have to. It's part of it. And then also, Heimdall is the only person that can bring you to Dawn River, where the gods have a thing called Dawn Romance, where a priestess and a deity priest or a god have literally have sex in water to create a deity baby.
Dawn River
and
Amazon.
Dawn River it flows to Amazon.
The Amazon is what it says. And like
Amazon Lily?
Yeah, well, it just flows to the Amazon is what it says. And like
open up.
And I think that's crazy. And he does also have the power to open up portals that he can choose the time dilation in it. And he can give drink out of his horn that can give you a protective barrier, which could be being sucked.
Okay.
I'll say this: if Ragnar does have a devil fruit, I'm sure he does.
I'll say this: if Ragnar does have a devil fruit,
There's a few things that this could be.
I'm not sure if it does because there's a few things this could be. But this could be, there's a few things that this could be. But if Ragnar does happen to have a devil fruit, I would say it'd be Needhog. The lightning dragon, Needhog. That's what I would think. Because Needhog that's one of the nightmares that we saw. What are the kids afraid of? Needhog, the lightning dragon. Because the fruit could fly. If the hammer could fly, we could say it could fly because of the damn dragon.
The only reason
it shoots lightning because of the damn dragon. And the only reason I wouldn't stress too much on the bubble. Okay, no. The reason why I do stress on the bubble is because
shout out
the hammer is seen saying "get."
Shamrock and Cerberus. Is Shamrock sitting?
Shouts out to Shamrock. One of the first panels we get of Shamrock and Cerberus is Shamrock sitting, and then Cerberus is sitting is just a sword, and he's sitting there, and the sword has a word bubble. People look over that shit all the time. My favorite chapter of the year.
I'm glad you
1138. Anything Sabo or Shamrock, I'm catching. I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, his sword did have a word bubble of its own, and I thought that was interesting as hell because now looking at Needhog, Ragnar, it's the whole thing, You never know what that could mean in the long run of things, but very efficient.
There is one non-canon One Piece character that has the same laugh. I looked up every One Piece character.
Yes, I knew somebody had his laugh. Who is it that has that laugh?
I can't remember, but if you look it up, it's one of the I have it in my notes. I can send you the message after, but I've looked it up. There's one person that
somebody laughs like that.
It's like canon early, but I was like, okay, there's no way it's him. It's like someone that you wouldn't even be like, that wouldn't even make sense.
Somebody from a movie?
It's no, it's not. Yeah, it's from a movie. It's from
Strong World.
It's
here.
Maybe Strongest World.
Strong World.
Here, I could. Here. You guys.
Strong World is Strong World is
It wouldn't have been Strong World. It would have been no. Usopp doesn't do that in films. He goes Gisu. That's what Usopp does in films. Somebody has that freaking laugh. I've heard it before, but I can't remember where or who though. But I heard it before though.
If he didn't eat a devil fruit,
but yeah, man, I could easily see it being something like that. If it's not a devil fruit, if he didn't eat a devil fruit, that's all fine with me.
Let me see.
Nah,
for sure. While we waiting on him to get back, I'm kind of like just speed blitz through. Let me see. The scene in the hall. While we waiting on him to get back, I'm gonna kind of like just speed blitz through. I wanted to talk about the scene in the hall. Who is calling me? Just so we can get to the good shit. I wanted to talk about before I gotta go. Who is calling me?
Yeah, I got one more.
Hold on. Say that one more time.
Oh gosh, they left me by my lonesome.
Bolum is who it is.
Who?
Bolum.
Awesome.
Wait, who?
Bolum is who it is.
Bolum?
Who?
Bolum.
Wait, who?
Tell me
Bolum?
Like, dang, where is he from? Like, do the research when we get off.
And tell me what chapter. Tell me who. Like, dang, where is he from? Like, I will do the research when we get off. I need to. I need to know where is it.
Harold and the brainwash.
But what I was gonna say, let me go on this point real quick. Remember the Harold and the brainwashing.
Now is after we see how Harold's mind switched.
My question to y'all now is after we see how Harold's mind switched, brainwashed, implemented new thoughts. Who else has done that to? Because I assume
everybody started feeling that way when they became indoctrinated. Remember Dorian Broggy started talking like that too once they had long enough in they blood indoctrinated with that power. Like remember Dorian Broggy started talking like that too once they had it like long enough in they blood in their veins. If you have it, they was talking about being demons, saying, "Hey, you all should be demons."
You think all of them are just like that?
Zombie, right? I think if you have it in your like veins long enough, it takes over you like a zombie, right? Yeah, I think eventually it takes over everybody.
If that's the case, then the same thing could be said for the person that Mu is actually possessing. Like if Eam is the person and then Mu is possessing Eam, so dissecting Mu into two different people, I could literally see how the person gets corrupted
No, definitely. Yeah, I'd get behind all that for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So it's Bolum, the one that was hunting dwarves and making clones of Tony Chopper.
What do you mean making clones of Tony Chopper? Is that in a special? The one that I think that's from. Is that from that Christmas movie thingy? But I don't see that. The one that the one that's about Chopper. It's on Drum Island. But I gotta wait to see come.
Art Island.
Oh wait, so say it again.
He appeared in Digital Art Island.
Digital Art Island. Where is that? Is that from a movie or a special though, nerd?
I feel like it's something definitely.
I feel like that's from either one of the old movies or it's a special episode. One of those type of.
I feel like it's something definitely pre-time skip.
Probably either from because he did say it's not. He did say earlier. He never went to no island like that in the canon though. That's what I'm saying. It's probably either from because he did say it's not. He did say earlier that it was either filler or movie.
But honestly, like how he,
I think it's a pre-time skip movie.
I think it
pre-time skip movie would make sense.
I haven't seen all,
but honestly, like how he's describing it,
it does look.
I think if I've seen most of the movies. If I haven't seen all, I maybe missed one. How he's describing it, it does low-key sound
I've never seen this. I never even heard of it. It's called The Digital Art Island Adventure. But he's hunting totadas, hunting dwarves, and making clones of Chopper. Dr. Bolum, he's a scientist.
Hold on. Dr. Bolum. Why does that sound familiar?
It doesn't to me, though, but it was the GEGE.
Wait. Where is that from? Is that from a movie, a special? Like what? A filler episode? Where is that actually from? I need to know that. Once I know that, I'll be good. Yeah, man. They just dropped a new magazine too. That's talking. About, yeah, man. They did just drop a new magazine too. That's talking about.
Like Chopper's dad.
What?
Dr. Bolum is Chopper's dude, huh? Like Chopper's dad.
Yeah, Google.
No, that's Hiruluk.
Chopper's dad right now.
Unless that was his first name, I didn't know it.
Yeah, Google is only showing me Chopper's dad right now.
I
thought you were Chopper's dad.
I see Chopper's dad.
I
don't. Every day.
That's only two.
I see Chopper's dad, and then I see the old lady doctor. That's only two.
Reha and Hiruluk. Unless his name was Bolum Hiruluk. I'm gonna do some research when I get off here. I gotta go chat with Ree anyway.
Yeah, it just said non.
I never even digital art.
Non-canon.
Yeah, non-canon character with that left, and I'd never even heard of the digital art.
Especially it says
2000.
Me neither, but I can see it. I can see that kind of crap existing for sure.
But especially it says 2015. It could be like some bullshit special magazine that was put out at McDonald's, or something. You know what I mean? Like, for all we know, because it's non-canon.
Oh yeah, I'm about to speed.
So
we can get to the nitty gritty before I go.
All right, yeah, I'm about to speed.
Yeah,
Harold, so we can get to the nitty gritty before I go.
You got to come in a little bit.
Harold's putting everybody down. Loki got to come in to do him for a little bit. Eventually, Harold starts to have.
Loki is stopping a buffed Harold.
That's true.
Want people to remember that.
No, that's facts. That's important.
You going all out.
That's super important. Because Harold, whether he's trying to or not, in my mind, you going all out because you can't even control your strength. You got extra strength on top of that. So, yeah.
The big thing about this chapter.
Boom. Shanks and Gaban, they whoop in, they do what they do, put them down.
I'm a little upset that Reed's not here.
The big thing about this chapter,
because
it's crazy. I'm a little upset that Reed's not here to hear this.
I do.
Because
I don't know.
I have apologies to make.
No, or not. I got apologies for him too.
I do. I don't know if Kezi can hear me now or not. I got apologies for him too.
I'm here.
I just want
to say that. He's like, I heard someone's got an apology for me. I'm back.
I say it often, but I can't possibly.
I just want to say that after reading this chapter,
Oda.
I say it often, but I can't possibly say it enough.
That's one.
Oda,
he is one of
has a golden pen.
I believe on this green.
That's one. He is one of one. Right. Like there's no one else I believe on this green earth that can pen his story the way he does.
I think.
Right.
I just witnessed
one
of the
after
greatest,
this chapter,
if not the longest.
I think I just witnessed
of all time.
one of the greatest, if not the longest, anime plot twist of all time.
I want to give it everything it's just due. For the longest, I
don't like because I want to give it everything it's just due.
I'm a fan of
for the longest. Y'all know me. I'm a Mihawk fan.
You know, there have been no shortage.
I'm a fan of Shanks as well to a certain degree, but I have not. You know, there have been no shortage of opportunities I've used
to throw dirt on
to shame Shanks,
where it may
to disrespect Shanks, or to throw dirt on his name where it may or may not be valid to do so.
And above all, probably just not a great guy.
I've looked at him as treacherous, scandalous, and above all, probably just not a great guy. Probably like a backstabbing rat guy. I apologize.
So Shanks could still do something.
I agree with that.
I'm worried it could still happen though. I'm worried Shanks could still do something.
I agree with that. I agree with that too. For a couple reasons.
Because now I have no reason.
Moving forward,
like I will
be giving Shanks the benefit of the doubt.
All of that is super possible.
Because now I have no reason not to. Like I do still think everything you talk about, nerd. I think all of that is super possible. Because he still could do some backstabbing shit. Like it's set up in a way to do so.
I think he's good, but I could see him having a moment where he chooses selfishness because he didn't earlier. That's all. Like I think he's good, but I think
I'm with that too.
Like I think he's a good dude, but like he sacrificed a lot when taking that bite in the arm and passing.
He did the bite in the arm, and this might fuck around and be the clip that I tell you to send to the Discord, Kezi, because this is
since 1999,
shit, man. I'm not gonna lie. From the start, from episode 1. Bro, since 1999, my nigga. Since 1999, I've always just sat and wondered to myself,
that get scared.
This Saint's so motherfucking strong. Why is he losing his arm to motherfucking sea creatures that get scared when he just stares at them and uses cockroach hockey or whatever the fuck in XYZ? If he's just him, why didn't he save Luffy and keep his arms? And blah, blah, blah.
Two birds, one stone.
It makes sense.
It
makes so much sense.
I told you it was gonna make sense.
It's two birds, one stone. It makes so much sense. And for Oda to just keep this in his bag this long, in his back pocket, we gotta talk about this. The fact that Shanks purposely get, because at first I was down for this too. I thought this was poetic in a sense. And he purposely gave his arm just to risk his life to save Luffy and the leader of the free world moving forward, of future pirates and blah 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 and XYZ, and I see the future and I'm doing this for them, blah blah. Fuck this, bigger than that. It's even bigger than that. That can be a part of it as well, but it's bigger than that. I'm choosing to give away my arm because I made a mistake. In a sense,
did some recon.
I pulled up,
got that info
to the Holy Knights.
Dipped out with a nice.
I learned their ways. Did some recon. You know what I'm saying? Got that info.
Where I was,
dipped out with a nice, hefty, strong sword as well that you really can only get from this land. Because if I stayed where I was, I would have never got a sword like this. And who knows what all is in that sword still? I don't know.
It could be the Griffin.
I'm low key with Kez. It could be a strong. There's a strong.
It's a Griffin.
Lord,
I think it makes the most sense. And that's why like lore, plot, right? All of it. It makes the most sense for it to be a Griffin. I'm with all of that, and that's why I think it makes sense that Kid was seeing that as he was attacked. Like I don't think it was more so Shanks's aura, but the sword's aura, which makes more sense because he's seen Shanks multiple times. It's the first time he was ever attacked by Shanks, so it makes sense.
The Aegon Rogers boat might be the Griffin. That's where I think the Griffin comes in.
Oh, okay. See, I don't think that, but I do think that what was in the egg.
Sorry to cut you off.
No. You know, I started thinking about. I don't even remember the egg.
What was in the egg? What's in the egg that's on Roger's ship? I think is a bird that is on top of the heavens realm right now, and Gabon is the one. Gabon was the one to watch it because he was the navigator. He probably, knowing him, he's probably the one that has the Otto Jackson Roger's ship. That's probably got it docked somewhere.
Super valid.
Yes. That's where I'm going with it. I don't think it's Griffin, but I do think it's a bird, and it's the legendary bird that's supposed to sit up on top of the whole thing, anyways. And real Norse lore.
Yeah.
Now the reason why I think it's a Griffin is because Oda says in the SBS We've known Shanks since chapter 1. We've seen him with the sword, but yet we don't know how. But yet, how does he fight? But his sword's name is Griffin. Why would you emphasize all of that and how he fight, and then tell us his sword name is Griffin? Unless it was like a Cerberus, which in lore, Norse mythology, the Griffin and Cerberus are siblings, with their father being Typhon. You've heard me say this before. You've heard me say this before.
Well,
Typhon is said to be the storm. Ironically enough, when you look at the end of God Valley, when you go and you look at Garling as he approaches rocks, he actually has some of that dark abyss energy, or hockey, whatever you want to call it. That black stuff, it's coming off of his sword as it's raining, and then we get a thunderstorm. But like I said, if you look at the lore of Typhon is said to be the storm, which is why I think that's a dragon setup.
Cerberus is the gatekeeper
of hell. And Griffin is the gatekeeper to great treasure.
And it's
the One Piece is a great treasure,
which would make sense if he fights the King of Hell, who uses 3 sword style.
Oh yes, he is a Zoro victim. And as much as I love Shamrock, he's in this story solely to become a Zoro victim.
I don't think he's going to die.
I don't know if he's going to die. I just think he's going to be a victim. Like, what's it called? In Mihawk's Weaver card, it says that Mihawk is waiting for someone stronger than Shanks to best him. The fandom has always been like, oh, well, we got to get Zoro sparring with Shanks to see if he could hang with the world's strongest swordsman. Why would Zoro want to clash with this guy with one arm when the guy like Mihawk don't even want to clash with him with one arm? So we give him a twin with 2 arms. Because remember, when Oda first started the story, his editor told him to take Shanks' arm. It was not in Oda's plan to do that. So Oda took his arm in order to keep the agenda for Shanks going hard. Give him a twin. Let Zoro fight him. And then when Zoro beats him, that's how I know he's ready for me.
Yoru was stolen from the
I think Yoru was stolen from the throne room, because if you look at it, there's only 19 swords.
I think it was stolen.
I wasn't aware.
He don't like no Mihawk slander.
I know. No. I think it was stolen because it's probably like a Nerona blade, but was I think either Mihawk stole it,
or made it black.
Or I think Shanks.
Yeah, and I think either Mihawk stole it and got out of there, or I think Shanks stole it and got out of there.
That sounds like upscaling to me. I don't hear no slander.
Mihawk was like, this is your blade.
Well, he elaborated.
Like, this is your row. This is your.
We gonna spin back to that one. That's
you playing with the word Yoru and your. I like that.
We gonna spin back to that one day, guys.
I want to know. Yeah, we're going way off.
Finally filling
overall. And I want to know what y'all think about Oda finally filling in the gap and showing and telling and in-depthly giving context to why Shanks gave away his arm.
I never do.
And did a whole flashback to give us emphasis on the reasoning as well. Because I didn't see any of this shit coming. I never do. He's one of one.
What is your opinion?
Nika, go first.
Oda finally.
Okay, reiterate what you just said, Coach, real quick.
What is your opinion on Oda finally answering a 27-year-old question and telling us why Shanks chose to give up his arm and like the reasoning behind it?
Oh, timing, man. He made a bet, and then
27 years.
The time is nigh, man. Like seriously, if you actually look at it, I always tell people when he went to Whitebeard, when Shanks went to Whitebeard, he went to Whitebeard for a very specific reason. He told him, Ace, he said, all that trust you got in Ace, and I know Ace is strong, but all that trust and all that you got, wrong. That's not what we need right now. And it's only because Ace and Blackbeard shouldn't fight. He's not saying that they can't fight. He's saying they shouldn't fight right now. That's what Shanks is telling him. Shanks is trying to keep the peace. He's trying to keep the siege level. That's why he told Whitebeard, if you don't go stop Ace, this whole generation is going to spiral into chaos. Why does Shanks stop Loki? Because Loki, people just think Loki want to destroy the world. He don't. He took Rox's words to heart. Because Rox told him, I don't want to destroy the world. I want to be the king of it. When we first meet Loki, he says, I want to destroy the world. But then he tells Gabon, Hadrudin, and Luffy and Zoro, hey, I don't know these holy knights. You think I do, but when I went to sea, if I had met people like them by now, I'd be king of the world. So his ambition isn't just kill, just to destroy it. He wants to be king of it still.
Loki is not in that final saga. Remember that.
And granted, Loki is not in that final saga photo shoot. Remember that.
Not. People always talk about like that's
So
Blackbeard thing.
freak. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, he's not. People always talk about like that's what I keep saying. This whole Blackbeard thing, Loki, you gotta come one way or another. So you gotta be.
Does that matter? Does that matter though? Since Loki is in the mural.
It matters because Loki is letting us.
Or do you think that's who drew
it
it
matters.
in the mural?
No. Because Loki, it matters because Loki is letting us know that Loki is not after the One Piece. The people that are in the final photo shoot are One Piece essential. They're after the One Piece.
Okay,
Shamrock has his own agenda. Garling has his own agenda. Everyone in that final saga photo shoot has an actual agenda. People, and granted, I think everybody in that thing is also
right now who I don't think will come.
There aren't many people in this area of the world right now who I don't think are conquerors, like people that matter.
Exactly.
I mean, shoot, Lucci was leaking Conqueror's Aki in his last fight.
What do you think about Oda finally in that gap? I think this is one of the
but Nerd, what do you think about Oda finally filling in that gap?
If I'm guessing,
and do you think this is one of the greatest plot twists of all time in anime?
So I've spoken on
because if I'm guessing, let me know.
You can cross. Sorry. So hold on 1 second.
I think you're gassing it just a little.
Okay, so
it's not bad. It's not bad though.
In the last SBS, Oda talks about the times that it is. And like everything else with the years, right? And everything else was like really jokey. And he tried to play this off. He's like, it's the year in the so and so in the Age of Heavens, and this is the year in the Age of Sea. But you really need to know about that. Well, guess what? When he lost his arm, it was 12 years to that date when. So 24 years ago to that date is when Roger got executed. 12 years to that date is when Shanks lost his arm. So it was a full lunar calendar. And guess what years, what zodiac animals those were? It was the rooster, the animal that wakes you up at dawn. Now, when you go by the Chinese zodiac, they play elements also, right? It's so Roger was the earth rooster.
Supposed to go to Ace.
Shanks was the fire rooster.
And then when
it was supposed to go to Ace, then that's why it would have worked, but it didn't. And then when it went to Luffy, it's the golden. It's the year of the gold rooster.
Timing thing.
And so I believe that like
also not only
it was a timing thing, it was a timing thing, and like because it also not only wasn't the year of the golden rooster, but it was also the year of the metal ram, which is huge. It's ram/sheep, which is huge in Norse mythology. So like I think it happening like that, like is specifically a time-based thing. Like he knew when, like he could no longer, keep the power. So like that,
the seal,
like giving it up, like he saw an opportunity to give it up and get rid of this, the seal.
Partially, I do want to know
if that answers what you meant.
Do y'all believe Shanks?
Partially, I do want to know because I was thinking I meant to say this earlier. Do y'all believe Shanks?
I think it's all gone.
Is still connected to any of that emu power he once had, or it's all gone?
I think it's all gone.
Okay.
Also because like he doesn't have any, like maybe if he had like some like one eye that was different or something.
Okay.
Because that means that C.
I meant that. You muted me.
I also don't like this because that means that
that's
C
funny. That's
Beast has Conqueror's Haki.
That's funny.
Unless it was Emu,
it was
taking control of that sea beast and like trying to.
But like that's one strong.
It was random. It was a random attack.
No, I know it was a random, but like that's one strong sea beast.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you.
Okay.
But yeah. I'm about to go ahead and slide off. We did get a lot covered. I did.
Okay.
But yeah, boys. I'm about to go ahead and slide off, but we did get a lot covered. I did. Thank you for chopping it. Oh, Ben, you still here? Appreciate that. I didn't even know you were still here.
Yeah, I got one hot take to leave you guys in.
Please.
It's a hot take.
Hoax hasn't read Jump Festa yet. Hoax didn't read Jump Festa. I would love if you could pull up tomorrow to the Straw Hat podcast. That would be great. That would be love to get your take on Jump Festa.
Yeah, I know the videos, but
I might be able to.
Oda with the black blicky. But yo, watch my video. I made fun of it. Toei. He took shots at Toei for sure. But
I hear you, Ben.
This is my hot take. I'm not got into it yet, but the final boss might be the villain. So Garland might be the final boss. He might be the big guy.
Garland?
I think Garland's gonna be a problem. I got him as a dragon victim, but it could go the other way around because Dragon could get hit. I do think Dragon dies.
You know,
if he doesn't, that'd be interesting. But I do think Dragon dies a martyr.
You know how he killed Rocks? Like he could do the same to Emu, like they could be about to take him down, and he could just go for the last, cheap shot and get power. But it's because I think I know what his yokai is.
Definitely, bro. Great having you. Another time. You're welcome anytime.
But thank you for having me on.
Appreciate everybody that stayed tuned with us.
Definitely, bro. Great having you. No, you're welcome anytime. Appreciate everybody that stayed tuned with us for this long. I know we ran before a bit. Usually we cut it to an hour, but this chapter deserved it.
I don't think
we will catch you guys back next Sunday for 1170. I don't think it's a break. So 1170 next Sunday.
No, there's a break. There's a break.
There's a break.
A Shonen Jump break, but Oda spoilers might still drop. And we might get them a week early because chapter won't come out till next week officially. We might get the TCB drop.
Yeah,
but it is not going to be out till a week later. So.
Yeah,
that's all I need. Me.
So
that's a might. I know spoilers might come out for sure.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys.
Well, then again, I don't think so because they didn't come out yet. So.
Appreciate y'all, boys. Till next time. Peace.
John, Nika, thank you guys.
Thanks.
What's over there, bro?
Oh, bro, I was hitting you because I was wondering, I had a question and I needed your level of expertise.